Hey, Nicholas here from Lanista Games and Team Balance. Today I have a Tribes Ascend guide for you, just going over the basics, sort of introduce you to the game for players that aren't used to such a fast-paced game. Now the two classes we'll be able to play right off the bat are the Ranger and the Soldier. The main differences between these classes are the primary and secondary weapons. While the Ranger has an assault rifle primary and grenade launcher secondary, the Soldier has a single shot reload disc launcher primary with a pistol secondary. Although I would say the Soldier is a bit more difficult to play, it's more rewarding in the long run. Both these classes are a good entry point into Tribes although, and feature a high risk, high reward weapon plus a more reliable but less damaging one. So you can't really go wrong with your selection. Before we get in game, I'm going to run over some useful settings. As you may know, if you have a higher end PC with no frame rate issues, then turn vertical sync off so it doesn't cap your FPS. Also turn off frame rate smoothing, as this similarly suppresses your FPS on high performance machines. However, if you are stuck with a dinosaur of a computer, turn shadows to low or completely off, as this will greatly improve your FPS in any game and isn't too hard on the eyes either. Finally, you may notice that I turn motion blur off. There I am sacrificing visuals for more consistent gameplay, as I like to play competitively. In addition, I check reduce weapon size for similar reasons. This will greatly expand your field of view and is my preference. Now that I'm in game, I can go over the HUD a little bit. As you see up top, you have both the game clock and the score of the game, or any necessary objectives that are in it. As this is CTF, you have the generator.
Our generator has been destroyed!
And then, as you may see at the bottom, you have both your health and your energy. The health's on top is at 1200 right now, and the energy, as you can see now that I'm not using my jetpack, it's regenning. As a jetpack, it goes down. Above that, there's the grenade icon with the ×1 because I have one grenade. Throw that. Now that's gone. To the left of that, that's my energy pack passive, which the Brute, Soldier, and Ranger classes have, which makes my energy regen a little faster passively. Aside from that, you can see the ammo, which is on the screen.
Our flag is secure.
An 18. Reload 17. And similarly for the pistol. 13. One other piece of the HUD you'll be paying attention to is how fast you're going, which is on the left and right when you're skiing, pressing spacebar, and how you use that in conjunction with your jetpack. I'll go over this in a minute in the movement section, but for now let's look at the rest of the HUD. Finally, in the top right, you'll notice the credits window. You accumulate these throughout the game by completing objectives and getting kills. And you spend them on the call-ins, which are also indicated up there when they're ready, which is 3 tactical strike, cost 3,500 credits, 4 supply drop, 2,000 credits, and 5 orbital strike, 10,000. Basically, a supply drop will drop supplies from the sky, which you stand in, regen your health, ammo, and all those things. Tactical strike is aimed, and it's just a sort of missile raining down thing in a small area. And 5, as the orbital strike, is more or less the same thing, except much bigger. Now getting started on the actual gameplay of Tribes, what you'll notice quickly is that movement is the biggest thing in this game. And basically, to get started with your movement, it's the conjunction of using your jetpack and skiing. What that is, basically, you right click for your jetpack, pretty self-explanatory. You can either, tap it to control your height, and then when you're on the ground, but more so going down slopes, you're going to use spacebar, which is skiing, and that will make you go faster, and you can track the speed on the side of the game. This may seem a little weird at first, but basically what you want to do is, whenever you're going up a hill or trying to get over one, use your jetpack, and when you go down slopes like that, you use your ski. It's pretty intuitive, and you should get used to it pretty easily. So, it's one of those things where you just have to practice and get it right, but it really isn't that hard, and it is a big part of the game, so you'll definitely want to spend some time getting used to it. thing you want to keep in mind is that when you're in the air, your chances for everything are just exponentially increased. You never want to find yourself below your opponent because that will make you in the worst position. So always try to keep in the air and above your opponent. As you'll see, a lot of the weapons have blast radius, so like when you fire onto the ground, that's when you're going to be getting the kills. So the second most important thing you'll find in Tribes is leading your shots. Second only to movement, leading your shots is going to be something you're going to want to get very familiar with. And depending on your background in gaming, it may be a little difficult for you at first. There's no real way to teach this either, because one, you're moving at different speeds, two, you're using different weapons. So it's going to be different, and you're going to have to experiment and just find what works and what doesn't. However, I do provide a few clips demonstrating leading of shots and also being above your opponent and how critical it is in fights. Here you see me chasing somebody down using ski and jetpack. Nicely led shot, so I get a flag. And then of course tapping the right click for the jetpack to control my height.